Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're gonna be installing the ABS wheel speed sensors. I think mine went out because I got the ABS light and the traction off light. So I ordered the sensors, and you know, ABS and traction is pretty important when you're driving around, especially in the winter time, because you don't want the wheels to lock up and just sliding into the car in front of you. And the traction, you need the traction to stay in a straight line and not just go everywhere. Hopefully we can fix that today. And these are the lights that I'm getting: the traction control off light and the ABS light. There's also a check engine light, but that's for another day. So yeah, these two main lights, that's what we need to get rid of. So let's get on with it. So these are all the tools that you're going to be needing. First and foremost, the sensors. Then you need a torque screw socket set, torque wrench, breaker bar, socket set to take off the lug nuts. This is a code scanner, so we can hear the codes after once we replace the sensors. Need the jack to jack up the car, and a wood block to put on the jack so you don't ruin anything under the car. This is a 19 socket. Yep. So we're just gonna loosen it first, then we're gonna jack up the car, and then we'll take off all the lug nuts and take off the wheel. Okay, so this is the wire for the sensor. There's a plug here, but we're just gonna take it out. There we go, that's what it looks like. And I inspect the plug. The plug looks fairly good, and that's what we gotta take out. So that's what the torque screw is for. Well guys, one thing led to another, and now the caliper is off and the rotor is off, and this screw is stuck inside because it was rusted AF, FML. So what really happened was that this torque screw wouldn't fit from the top, like behind here, so I had to take off the caliper and the rotor, and then this stuff here. It's all rusted. I winter drive this car, it's my daily drivers. Anyways, now that this is out of the way, this fits perfectly here, and we can take off the sensor. Easy peasy. And there we go. And now to get out the sensor is gonna be a next mission. So I'm gonna drowse it in WD-40. It's gonna do its thing. Let it sit there for a little bit. Holy sh**, bruh, so much rust here. This didn't want to come out. I had to douse it in like 2 liters of WD-40, and now it's coming out finally. There we go. So this is the old one and this is the new one. So let's put it in. So I cleaned out the surface as much as I could. So I just put a little bit of anti-seize on this just in case I have to take it out in the future, and hopefully this will work. I kind of got it a little bit on the sensor, so hopefully that doesn't mess it up. But here we go, guys. So we don't want to tighten this too much, just enough so that it doesn't move, because at the end of the day it's just plastic underneath. So I'm just putting like a little bit of force, and there we go. Now we're gonna put this clip back on that we took off. Got a little click sound, make sure it doesn't come out. Yeah, it's good. And now we just gotta put everything back together. so we just finished on one side. Hopefully this will fix the lights. Now we're gonna do this other side, and if I run into some problems, I'll put it in between. So here we go. All right guys, so I did run into a lot of problems. When I went to go change the other side, the ABS sensor was so rusted and it was just stuck in its place. It didn't want to come out. I tried WD-40. I left it there for a while. I even tried to heat it up. It still didn't want to come out. When I did heat it up, the rubber just kind of melted off and it just got stuck in the place even more. So I had to take it to a shop and they got it done for me. So now our ABS light is gone, it's fixed, and the traction control is off as well. And also I can turn off the DSC, dynamic stability control, so that works as well, and she is good for the winter. So I hope that the first half of this video will help you guys to replace the ABS sensor if you're gonna do it on your own, and that's why I wanted to make the video and just put it out. And it's the same process for the second side. As long as your suspension components are not super rusted and it doesn't get stuck in place, you should be all good. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.